Shalom, 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 Yasha Allah. This your boy, Brother Shamuel Allah, back at you with another quick edifying video. Today's lesson is going to be called A Kingdom Divided, right? A Kingdom Divided. All right, first and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory. I want to say, Call Halal Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rawchaa, Qadash. That's all praises to the Heavenly Father, whose name is Yahawah, and His only begotten Son's name, who you ignorantly call Jesus, whose name is Yahawashi. All right, and the Holy Spirit, which is the Rawchaa Qadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone, who have ruled well through the Spirit and have fed and edified the sheep in these last days, and has pushed this gospel and this truth to the four corners of the earth in these last days. Of mighty shalom. Another mighty shalom to all you Akim out there laboring on the highways and on the hedges and on the unicorn, which is this internet, pushing this 100% doctrine, this 100% truth to the four corners of the earth in these last days. A mighty shalom to you all as well. All right, like I said, today's lesson is going to be called A Kingdom Divided, right? A kingdom divided against itself. And I just saw the news, right? And I got this article from Business Insider, says Trump and Musk relationship is imploding before our eyes. All right. It says Elon Musk and Nero exchanged jabs in a very public fashion on Thursday after Trump criticized Musk in the Oval Office. It says the Tesla CEO took credit for the president's 2024 election win. The messy fallout was prompted by Trump's tax bill. It says the bromance is over. It says in a stunningly public back and forth that played out in real time, the relationship between Elon Musk and Donald Trump, it says, met a swift end as both men cranked up their criticism of each other to levels previously unseen. The Tesla CEO and formerly self-identified First Buddy let loose on Thursday, bashing Trump's favorite tax bill on X in a flurry of posts. But the afternoon after Trump spoke about Musk in the Oval Office, their political love affair was imploding across television and social media and the internet, watching in real time. It says, look, Elon and I had a great relationship, said Nero in the Oval Office on Thursday. I don't know if it will anymore. He said that Musk didn't like his proposed bill because it phases out electrical vehicle tax credits, which could ding Tesla's profits. And just something on, I was watching, I don't know if it was CNN or something, they said his stock like dropped like 248%, like something crazy. So just today, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So it says Musk wasted no time in firing back. He slammed the big, beautiful bill for its hefty price tag, then demanded the Congress ditch the mountain of disgusting pork before essentially calling Trump a liar. It says the president said that Musk had seen drafts of the bill, which Musk denied. He said he then began to escalate his attacks. At 12:46, it says Musk went so far as to take credit for Trump's second term. It says, without me, Nero would have lost the election. Dems would control the House and the Republicans would be 51-49 in the Senate, he wrote. Such ingratitude, he wrote in another post. By mid-afternoon, Musk signaled he was open to creating a new political party. It says the Tesla CEO posted a poll asking if it's time to create a new political party in America that actually represents the 80% in the middle. It says Trump critic and fellow billionaire Mark Cuban endorsed the idea. People online watching the events unfolded were quick to chime in with memes and reactions. It says watching the Musk and Trump's breakup. It says Ashley St. Clair, the mother of one of Musk's children, offered Trump breakup advice in a post on X. It says Tesla stocks was down sharply on Thursday amid a very messy and public fallout. By mid-afternoon, its market cap dipped below 1 trillion. It says Trump, away from the television cameras, continued his criticism on Musk's Truth Social. It says the easiest way to save money in our budget, billions and billions of dollars, is to terminate Elon's governmental subsidies and contracts, Trump wrote. I was always surprised that Biden didn't do it. It says, on the threat of canceled contracts, Musk said on X, go ahead, make my day. In light of the president's statement about the cancellation of my government contracts, SpaceX will begin decommissioning its Dragon spacecraft immediately, Musk said in a follow-up post. He also wrote, yes, when resharing an ex user's post that said President versus Elon, who wins. It says, my money's on Elon. Trump should be impeached and J.D. Vance should replace him. Musk also brought in the mix a flash point among many Republicans. The convicted offender, Jeff Epstein, it says, time to drop the real big bomb. At real Donald Trump is in the Epstein files, Musk wrote. This is the real reason they have not been made public. Have a nice day. DJT. In a separate post, Musk advised followers to mark this post for the future. The truth will come out. It says Trump's past ties to Epstein, who died by suicide in prison cell in 2019, are publicly known. The two men have appeared in footage together, and Nero appeared in a flight logs for Epstein's plane in early 2024. A federal judge unsealed the names of almost 200 anonymous does, it says, associated with Epstein, and analysts found that Nero was one of them. When asked about Epstein in 2019, Trump said the two had a falling out a long time ago. I haven't spoken to him in probably 15 years or more, Trump said in 2019. I wasn't a big fan of Jeff Epstein, I can tell you. The fallout between Musk and Trump is a remarkable coda of a whirlwind bromance. Musk spent more than $277 million backing Nero and Republicans in 2024. He paraded his young son around the White House. He was the public face of the White House Doge office. Just last week, Trump gifted Musk a gigantic golden key during the near saccharine press conference. It says, I don't mind Elon turning against me, but he should have done so months ago, Nero said on Thursday afternoon in a post defending his spending bill. Cracks in their relationship, which many have predicted would eventually fall apart, were beginning to show before Thursday. Musk had been sowing doubt about the tax bill for some time, and he recently said he'd be doing a lot less political spending going forward. Said the White House directed to Trump's comments from the Oval Office, and Musk did not immediately respond to BI's request for comment, but his X feed left little to the imagination. At one point, Musk shared a dizzying collage of old Trump posts about balancing the budget. It says, where is this guy today? Musk asked, clearly no longer by his number one buddy aside. All right, so you see, that's just it's the collapse, right? The imploding in between. All right, and just as you see this relationship imploding, right, from being divided, so also the rest of Babylon, man. Hey, this place is finished. This place is done. All right, they got it's a bitter taste in their mouth, right? But hey, this place has been given over to the cruel Lord. All right, let's get that real quick. right? I just got a couple of scriptures. I'm not going to go too much longer on that because that was a pretty long article. But, the biggest thing is you see he did all that. Your boy Musk spent all that money, to try and get your boy in office, right? So he can get his businesses and his things up and running. And what does he do? Your boy Nero cuts in his big bill, he cuts what? The electric vehicle tax credit thing, right? And of course, your boy makes Tesla, so that's hurting his pockets. So he's very upset at that, and we see that. Okay, so let's just get this. Isaiah chapter 19 and verse number 4, it says, "And the Egyptians will I give over into the hand of a cruel Lord, and a fierce king shall rule over them, saith Yahawah Bahasham, Yahawashi of hosts." All right. So the Egyptians, man, right, which is modern day. This is modern day Egypt, right? Babylon, aka America, whatever you want to call it. Hey, whatever you want to call it, this place is divided, deeply divided. Okay, and it's gonna be to the point where, as you see, they're already turning against each other. All right, you have the Democrats versus the Republicans, right? You have, rightly divided, in this country, between the voters and different things. And now you have even the little buddies, right? The little bromance that they got, right? Now this place is divided. All right. And the scriptures talk about it, right? Isaiah chapter 19, verse number 2. It says, "And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight every one against his brother, and every one against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom." All right, because this place is headed, for civil unrest, man. All right, you see now he's trying to Musk is trying to gather people to try to come up with what? A new political party, right? He's going up against them, right? Your boy used them, got that money, got elected, right? And now he's on his power trip, man, right? Because he's been given over to the cruel Lord. Hey, this dude cares about nothing but his own self, man. At the end of the day, right? And he's being the puppet by these elites, okay, and pushing their agenda. All right, but ultimately, the way everything is set, this place is headed to fall, right? It's headed for destruction. All right, and that's why when you go to Second Esdras, right, 16. It talks about it, right? Second Esdras chapter 16, verse 1, it says, "Woe unto thee, Babylon and Asia! Woe unto thee, Egypt and Syria! Gird up yourselves with clothes of sacke and haire. Bewaile your children and be sorry, for your destruction is at hand." All right? This place is not going to be lasting too much longer, man. All right? This place you see is imploding within itself. All right, it's imploding within itself even right now. All right, the two little buddies. All right, he came in, and what did he do? He had him come over there and basically eliminate all these jobs, cut all this stuff, do all this stuff, used him, took his money for the political use, and then now I'm gonna continue on my thing. All right, and this is what you see what's happening. All right. And this place is going to be heavily judged for everything and all what's done, right? Hey, call like Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. This place can't go quick enough. All right, let's go to the book of Matthew. All right, book of Matthew, and let's go to Matthew, Salakia. I'm going to read probably both. Matthew 12 and let's go to verse number 25. It says, Matthew chapter 12, verse 25, it says, And Yahawashi knew their thoughts, and said unto them, Every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. It says, If Satan cast out Satan, he is divided against himself. How shall his kingdom stand? All right, and this place is greatly divided, and it's not going to stand, right? You can't have, when you think about a body, you can't have your left leg trying to run to the left and your right leg trying to run to the right. It's not going to happen, right? Let's go to Mark. All right, Mark 3, I believe, 3 and 24. It says, Mark chapter 3 and verse 24, and it says, And if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. And if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. Right? And you see the House of Representatives, this place, that thing is divided. Right? This whole kingdom is divided. Right? Esau is divided. Right? And we know, hey, his world is coming to an end. Right? All this stuff is coming to a knot. All right? And we're watching it, live, personal, in the flesh, just watching this place go down. All right. And hey, we're rejoicing. All right. Revelation 12 and verse number 12. Salakia. It says, Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. Right? And they all know they have a short time. Right? That's why they're doing all these different things. They're pushing all these different agendas. Right? I mean, you have your boy Musk, making all these robots. He's got the Neuralink. Right? He's got, all these different things. All right. And these devils, they're passing these bills and these different things. Why? Because they know they have a short time. They know that this place is getting ready to go. All right. And this place is getting ready to go shortly, And those in the know, hey, we're rejoicing. All right. We're rejoicing because we know with that there's only a little bit of time left in this place, man. So we say, call Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, man. This place is greatly divided. Right. And we're ready to watch and see the destruction of this place and see this place fall, all right, from within, all right? So, hey, the bromance is over, everything is divided, Lord's will, soon enough, we'll see the destruction of this place, all right? But with that, all right, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory. I want to say, call Halal Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Qadash, peace and blessings to the elect of the 12 tribes scattered abroad, a mighty shalom to the 144,000 men, and to the rest, double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone who have ruled well to the spirit and have fed and edified the sheep in these last days. Another mighty shalom to the rest of the elect out there. Stay diligent, stay focused, keep praying for one another. Continue to pray for the downfall of Babylon the Great, man. Right? And with that, we say, a ball. Shalom.